What's going on, friends? This is Alex. I'm an AI evangelist with weights and biases, and here we have a release from the Fridge Company, which is ridiculous. Uh, LGAI Research decided to drop EXAONE Deep, which is a 32 billion parameter thinker, like a reasoning model, that they claim is taking number one on AIME competition math, outperforming competitors, and saying that they beat the DeepSeek R1. So let's take a look at their blog and then the performance of this model. I have this model downloaded. I want to show you how it actually works. So they've shown some very interesting graphs, which are very, very confusing. EXAONE Deep, EXAONE Deep 78B. Like, why would these graphs look all the same? I don't know. But they show DeepSeek here. DeepSeek has 671 billion parameters. EXAONE Deep is only 32. They also compare. They should compare it to QwQ from. Oh yeah, there it is. QwQ from Alibaba Qwen. Basically say that on AIME they get 90%. 90% of all the 100 questions this model supposedly solves with at 64, so 64 tries. And then 95 on Math 500 with pass one. So they claim to be very like lightweight and like very high on score for CSAT math, etc. And I've downloaded this model and I'm playing with it, and I just want to tell you that I don't know what they think they have, but I asked a very simple question. All right, this question. This is a standard question that I asked from AI Explained about some ice cubes, and this is the thinking of their model. It doesn't seem to at any point decide to stop thinking. It just goes. Now, this usually can happen with an issue with models, with like prompts and everything, but I don't think that this is it. Because everything that it talks about makes sense. It's not like it went off rails. And also, to just confirm my my thinking about this is what it thought when I said hey. And I have a video that I posted before about DeepSeek R1, and that, I don't know, it gave me like 4 paragraphs about thinking about how to answer hey. But this is just ridiculous. Sometimes people might use hey as a part of initiating something else indirectly and forget to follow up. Alternatively, wait. So there's like alternatively and alternatively, and it keeps going. It keeps going. Like, I was surprised that it even answered, but there's no logical reason for this many tokens. But this one, I think it's going for like at least 10 minutes at this point. And you know what? Nowhere near inside the thinking process do I see a logical kind of answer form the question. So again, the question is Beth places some whole ice cubes in a pan, and then there's some things that confuse models, like how many per rate per etc. But basically, the question is how many whole ice cubes can be found in the pan at the end of the 3rd minute. None. The answer is none, because all whole ice cubes melt, and at the end of no matter when, like, all of them melt. So R1 definitely gets this question right. And I see that this one is going off rails. You can see like tokens that are not even words. So I will give this. I'll let this run. I wonder if I can start another one. So let's start another one. Don't think too long. There are details in this question that are meant to trick you. Send. I think the LM Studio might queue requests because I only have 64 gigs of memory here. But you can see for how long this runs, right? Oh, by the way, for folks who don't use LM Studio, which is incredible, you should download LM Studio if you're using any type of open models on your machines. You can see the green tokens, right? The green tokens are coming from speculative decoding, which is a method of using a smaller model to kind of autocomplete some stuff when the bigger model doesn't complete them. You can see less and less the more it goes, but you can see a bunch of green ones. So basically, because they release the same model in multiple sizes, you can see EXAONE Deep 2.4b. That can be used as a draft model. So if the draft kind of prediction aligns with the prediction of the main model, it will just use the draft one and skip the generation, making it faster. So I'm just gonna. I kind of want to keep going and see how long this goes. But basically, nothing's happening. Total ice cubes placed across the 4 start times. Each minute starts, first combines. Like it went completely off rails. It doesn't match R1 in my head. So I'm gonna wait. No, this means I made a mistake in arithmetic again. Wait, hold on. Like it just absolutely cannot like land on anything. So I will just stop here. And we can see it was like 8 tokens per second, 5,000 tokens of nothing. 5,000. Oh, just in time, my QwQ, which is also a reasoning model, or just loaded. Let me try to load that one. So it unloaded the previous one. So I'm going to load QwQ, and we're going to see if QwQ with the, let me just turn off the draft model because they don't match. I don't think there's a draft model for QwQ. And let me see if I ask the same question, what happens with QwQ? QwQ. Thinking step by step, blah, blah, blah. Finally, okay, so wait, but maybe the ice cubes melt over time. The problem mentions whole ice cubes plate, asks how many can be found in the pen at the end of the 3rd minute. So perhaps each ice cubes take a certain amount of time to melt. So it kind of arrived after a while at the right solution. Will it stop and realize that this is the right solution? That's a good question. Let's see. Okay, I'm I'm getting frustrated with this one as well. The reasoning model is getting to the point of overthinking. Absolutely, I think I've got to the same level of at least 5,000 tokens at this point, and this doesn't seem like it's landing as well. So the point I was trying to prove to you and show you that the LG models overthink, but here the QwQ models is also absolutely overthinking, and I don't see when it's gonna just like finish the test time decoding. But I did at least see multiple attempts in this model to reason about the whole ice cubes. So on the ice cube test, again, until I see a result, I won't be able to say, but it feels like this one wins. Although this model also doesn't seem to want to just stop. So I may just need to stop it. The whole thing was that this model had no, like I didn't see one. Oh, why can I? Oh, I stopped it. I didn't see, like it went off rails. I wonder if it's a quantization issue because some of these just like make no sense. Well, QwQ absolutely makes perfect sense. All the text is correct. It just doesn't land. Why is option 0 an option? Maybe I'm missing something. So it understands natively. Okay, I'm not sure what the point of trying to prove here is. I just wanted to tell you that this LG model doesn't seem to be, could be that they are trying to chase the leaderboards, but I haven't seen any like in the reasoning of this model that it's that smart. So even based on just traces, although again this didn't finish yet, the QwQ model is better. By the way, R1 absolutely nails this question. So if we like, while we wait, so this is DeepSeek R1. Pretty sure they will finish before Qwen finishes. Is this the full R1? I believe it's the full R1. You can see 2 thinking models running side by side. And like basically they all do the same thing. They get confused by the calculations, but at least they make sense. The LG model that claims to be better than DeepSeek R1 just doesn't make sense. Total need of 4 minutes starts equals 20. The first to contribute combined. Like the wording here doesn't make sense, right? Come on, DeepSeek, you can do it. Answer. Hey, folks, we got the right answer. I think that maybe my config preset is not great. So look, it says answer is B, 0. Yay, QwQ got it. I think it now, oh yeah, okay. So now it actually answers, right? It stopped the thinking process, I believe. And I think QwQ got it. And DeepSeek R1 Both 0 and 20 are options. DeepSeek is honing in on this. And QwQ completely answered this question, folks. After 5,000 tokens also, this took a long time. It doesn't say the total time to complete, but QwQ got this. And DeepSeek R1 is about to get it also. In reality, Ice Cube's Frank Pence with Google, the logical answer is 0. But since it's a math problem, not a physics problem, maybe we're supposed to ignore melting. So it gets also confused. But I just wanted to highlight that the LG model, this one, the EXAONE Deep, did not even remotely got to anywhere. And not only that, the thinking is weird. So this is my live reaction to the LG EXAONE models. Maybe they're good at something else, but I haven't seen it come close to finish. And I absolutely want to say that QwQ is a great model. And DeepSeek R1 also got it. Answer is 0. So both the DeepSeek R1 and the QwQ answered. And if we go back to the website, they claim to be better at multiple things than both QwQ. So and DeepSeek R1. This is my review of the EXAONE. This model may be good for some other things, but the thinking process looks weird to me. The fact that they released multiple ones, so the small ones also, that's pretty cool. But otherwise, I will probably not be using this model for anything, and I don't think that we'll wait for other vibes from the community. You can download these models in the LM Studio stuff. And if you like this kind of research and kind of vibe understanding, my name is Alex Volkov again. If this is the first time you're seeing this, I have a weekly podcast called Thursday Eye that you're more than welcome to come in. And this is kind of the research that I do for that Thursday Eye. And we have a bunch of other folks who also do kind of research like this. So you're more than welcome to join. It's Thursday Eye.news. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.